Welcome to Fair Flies. I'm going to show you a quick steelhead fly. This is something I've been tying up lately and really enjoying. Again, standard. This is our Steely Blue. Love this brush. Little black craft fur. Really fine, supple stuff. Blue dub, silicone legs. We've got all sorts of great stuff in this. Show you a little trick. First things first, we want to just kind of get right into that material. I already have my loop on. I already have my eyes on. I'm going to just quickly wrap to the back, set my half hitch, or loop there. This is kind of cool. Start all the way back at the tail. And I don't need much here. I mean like 1/8 of an inch. I just want to kind of grab a couple materials, get in, just nick it. Look at this. I like to have a nice long flowing tail, something that's going to get back. I tie back over the top of it. I didn't have to wrap it. I didn't have to do anything. Look at that. I have lots of movement. Not using up much of my brush. Sometimes I'll save the ends of my brushes just for being able to do that on flies. Next thing, I'm going to take just a midge chenille. It doesn't take much. You can go bigger if you want, but again, I don't like to trap too much air in my flies. I like my flies to be able to get down where they need to be quickly. I'm going to tie by the tip of a rooster hackle here. Get some of the other materials out. The tip of a rooster hackle that I've just taken off for wings already on other flies. You get back to that kind of fuzzier stuff and you save it. Don't throw it away. Use it here. Whip. Get out of the way. Now watch this. This is kind of a cool trick. I've been doing this for a couple years now. All I do is I just took a set of hackle pliers. I like these hackle pliers the most. Look at this. Spin this around. Some people call this complex twist. Doesn't have to be much. You don't want to cause the stem or anything to break, but I've got a nice texture to this. Now I'm going to wrap this forward just like I would a woolly bugger or anything else, and it's just going to give a little bit more to that body without trapping the air. Wrap back to it. Super simple. We're not trying to do complex things. We want to be able to tie a bunch of them. Back to the brush. It's in nice and close on my material already. Don't need quite that much. We'll go right here. Get lots of wraps on this, you guys. Cover it up. Always throw in a whip. Here's the thing I always do as well. I glue at this stage with a little UV. What this does is keeps it from being able to spin. I want to get a nice tight twist with this brush. Get in tight with it here in a second. I'm also hearing that some of you are having trouble with breaking your thread over the end of the brush wire. I'm going to show you how to avoid that. Shoot my threads forward here. There we go. I say a wrap and a half. Really, I'm just getting fully back past everything there. Separate my materials. Pull these back. Pull that around. Come up over the top. Get about 3 or 4 wraps in there. Now look. Here's what I'm going to grip. I'm going to twist and kind of pull on it. Before I go much further, I want to grab my bodkin, and before it gets all tight and matted down in there, this is the right time to tease it out. So keep you from breaking off a lot of your materials. Now watch. This is how we make sure that we're not nicking the tip of that wire with our thread when we finish off our wraps. I am pulling the brush straight forward. It's coming right up along the shank. Got everything pulled back. This is the position I want to cut it in. Tighten down on that a little bit. I'm going to come in. I put my finger between the thread and where I'm cutting. That way you're not accidentally cutting your thread. See that? Now I'm going to gently grab that material. My wire is already facing forward, so I'm not likely to nick it. I'm going to wrap over all of that, really pull that wire down tight. Now the wire at the front is in line with the shank of the fly or the hook, the tube, whatever you're using, jig. I'll throw a few through the head like this, like everything's solid. Clean it up. Look at that, you guys. It's going to swim. That's it. Again, I like to glue before I break my thread off. Let that soak for a second. A lot of times I will also throw that glue in before I do my whip, and I will do a whip finish over the top of the glue. That way it's down underneath that thread. Everything's locked in. Giving this new laser UV a shot. Not sure yet. I'll tell you guys when I figure out what I like. It does sure seem to set things fast. Nothing's flaking on me. And I'm not getting a lot of smoke off of it like I will with some of the other lights. Just got to be a little bit more intentional about where you're directing it. Alright, don't even have to cut my thread. It'll break off right at the UV resin. Look at that. Tight lines, good tying.